What's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. In today's video we are going to conduct another crazy experiment, rocket fuel versus eggs. Just like our previous video, rocket fuel versus popcorn. Check that video after watching this video. I'll drop the links in the description. So without any further ado, let's get started. I had this idea of conducting this crazy experiment from a long time. But I never wanted to waste these eggs. At the same time I was working on egg incubators. I constructed one and tested it. Everything was fine. The real story began after 3 days. Due to high temperature, the box started to burn and it was a complete failure. The eggs became useless. That's another story. I have made a separate video on that. You can watch it later if you are interested. I didn't upload the video yet. Once I upload, I will drop the links in the description. Maybe it's a true fact. One failed experiment leads to another experiment. Yes, you got it. These eggs are from failed incubator project. Anyhow, I'm working on it and I will never stop working on it until I hatch at least an egg with that incubator. So coming to our video, the setup is simple. Just rocket fuel and eggs. I took some rocket fuel and made a small pile of it. Rocket fuel is nothing but a mixture of potassium nitrate and sugar. And to make the eggs look interesting, I drew some faces on it. Here is the scary one, Mr. Chillbro, and I don't know his name. Suggest a name for this egg and let me know in the comments. To the pile I have added a fuse to operate it from a safe distance as this is a highly combustible mixture. Everything is perfect. Now it's time to set this on fire. Wait. I forgot to press the record button when I ignited the mixture. Soon I realized it and the video started from here. To get the view of how this mixture started igniting, I took a small clip from my previous video, popcorn vs rocket fuel. Have a look. My eggs. Look at the eggs, completely burned. And the black things you see here is the sugar that turned into charcoal. Mini sugar snakes. I can't figure out who is Mr. Chill here. Hardest way to cook eggs. Do not try this at home. Playing with fire is extremely dangerous. And before you leave the video, check the video rocket fuel versus popcorn. I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy video, and for more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Meet you next week with a brand new video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. What's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Today we're going to make hydrogen balloons that floats. Yes, you can make hydrogen balloons at home that floats into air. So let's get started. Making your own flying balloon with household items is so much fun and interesting. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how you can make yourself one and tell you some important tips. So watch this video till the end for a clear idea of what you're going to do. All you need is an empty container or a bottle and a balloon, aluminum foil, caustic soda, that is sodium hydroxide, which is used for cleaning clogged drains and sinks. It is available in small packets like this one, or you can buy bigger packets like this. I got mine from Amazon for 120 rupees a kg because I plan to do a lot of experiments with hydrogen, so I added a big one. 5 to 10 grams of sodium hydroxide is enough to fill up a balloon, no need to buy big packets. Get a small one, that's enough. Now take aluminum foil and tear it into small pieces, so the reaction happens a bit faster. You can use aluminum metal as well, but it takes a lot of time to react. We are taking aluminum foil because it's thin and easy to react with sodium hydroxide solution. Now take the bottle and add some water to it. And then add all the aluminum foil pieces into the bottle. It's time to add in our main ingredient, sodium hydroxide pellets. To make sodium hydroxide solution, add water to the glass and sodium hydroxide pellets to it and stir it well. Now add this solution to the bottle. Hang on. The first mistake I did while making a flying balloon is this. Have a look what that was. I recommend you to watch the video completely to know things better and avoid any mistakes. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified so you will never miss an update. As soon as I added the sodium hydroxide solution, it started to react with aluminum instantly, not giving me enough time to add a balloon at the nozzle of the bottle. The reaction here is exothermic. It releases a lot of heat. Have a look. Here I have a digital thermometer and placing it in the bottle. Let's see the temperature rise. 94, 96, 97. Oh my god, very hot. The water began to boil and a lot of it escaped in form of steam. Let me explain you what just happened. There are three reactants: aluminum, sodium hydroxide and water. When reactor produces sodium aluminate and hydrogen gas. So be careful while doing these experiments. Just a small caution will save you from a big danger. At first I tried at home and it was successful. Have a look. This one is my second mistake. What I did was I added too much aluminum foil in a small bottle that resulted in a blast. This happened because the bottle is too small for the reaction. Boom. With all those learnings, I took a big glass bottle, that is empty tomato ketchup bottle, and added sodium hydroxide pellets first, and then aluminum pieces, and filled the balloon with some water. This gives me enough time to fit a balloon properly to the neck of the bottle, so it dissolves and reacts in the bottle. So it gives me some time to attach the balloon safely. Now the reaction started. You can see the fumes. After a minute, aluminum gets consumed and the balloon gets filled up with hydrogen. Consider it's time to take the balloon out of the bottle by tying a knot with a thread now. Our hydrogen balloon is ready to rock. It's simple to make, but do follow some precautions and take care. Hey, cool, right? Floating hydrogen balloon. You can play with it and have some fun. And let's do a small experiment. I'm taking a hydrogen balloon and a normal balloon. You can clearly see the difference between them. I tied them both. Let's see what happens. Maybe I should make a bigger hydrogen balloon so it will just float in the middle of the air. Let's leave the hydrogen balloon and see how far it goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's going away. Wow! It went so far, I can barely see a dot. I have made a few more videos related to the hydrogen balloon, check them out. Even if I zoom it, it's not visible properly. So try making your own hydrogen balloon and have some fun. Hope you guys find this video useful. Hit the like button and share it with your friends. Have a good day. Meet you next week with a brand new video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. Hey, what's up guys? How are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. I want to eat popcorn, but as mentioned in this package, it takes 3 minutes to cook it. I don't think so. Rocket fuel will take that long. You got it. Today we're going to make a crazy thing. Rocket fuel versus popcorn. So let's get started. First we will take rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is nothing but a mixture of sugar and potassium nitrate, which is used to make rockets in a small size, and it has a wide range of applications. You can make smoke bombs or an emergency flare with the same mixture. Check the iCards or links in the description to know the recipe of it. Let's move forward to see how rocket fuel pops out popcorn. You can check my other videos for rocket fuel recipe where I experimented with different ratios of sugar and potassium nitrate. I made a pile of rocket fuel and it's time to add in our popcorn. Let's empty the packet. And add a fuse to it. You can make your own fuse. I made a separate video on that. Check it out after watching this. Everything is set. We are good to go. Let's burn it. Whoa. It's like a giant smoke bomb. After the fire went off, I checked the corns. Very few popped. I felt disappointed, but after a few seconds they began to pop with the heat. That looked just like a normal popcorn. But anyways, it's a crazy experiment. Do not try this at home. At least it didn't take 3 whole minutes to pop the popcorn. It took less than a minute, but I cannot eat it though. I have conducted a similar experiment with eggs as well. Check that video, it will be awesome. When you burn potassium nitrate and sugar independently, nothing happens. But when you mix both of them and set it to fire, it will burn very efficiently. That's the reason behind rocket fuel's that big fire. I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy video, and for more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Meet you next week with a brand new video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. In my previous video, I showed you how you can make your own smoke bombs that can save your life someday. If you didn't watch that video, I will drop the links in the description. Go watch that video. At the end of smoke bomb recipe, I added a fuse that I made. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can make your own fuse which has multiple purposes. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and give this video a like if you find this useful. Without any further ado, let's get started. For this recipe, you will need a thread, KNO3 and sugar. Potassium nitrate can be found in stump removers and plant fertilizers that contain 100% potassium nitrate. For this recipe, I am taking 36 grams of potassium nitrate and 24 grams of sugar. That makes a batch of 60 grams. Mix it well.
A few moments later.
Now heat the pan until it gets very hot and pour about 100 ml of water. As the pan is very hot, water begins to boil instantly. As it boils, add the mixture to it and stir continuously. I have added some food coloring to the mixture to give it a nice color. You can skip it. Slowly the mixture gets thicker and thicker. Remember to boil it in a very low flame. As this is a highly combustible mixture, be very careful while handling this. To experiment with different threads as fuses, I am considering these three types of threads: cotton plus synthetic fibers, jute thread, and threads collected from mop, which is basically cotton. Then dip the threads in the pan and hold one end of the thread to prevent tangling. Cook it for about 20 to 30 seconds. Let the thread soak the mixture. Take it out and let it dry completely. Mine took around 3 days to dry properly, and I repeated the same process with other 2 threads as well. After they completely dry out, cut them as per your requirement. Now let's test our fuses. Jute goes first. Cool. If you compare normal thread with the chemically treated thread, you can clearly see the difference. Simple, our fuse is ready. Let's test the other fuses too. If I took all of it once and set it to fire, this happens. Wow, crazy. The fuses made with mop thread is burning well, whereas the cotton thread with synthetic fibers combo is not burning that good because it didn't absorb the chemical mixture well. Let's understand the science. Combustion takes place in good amount of oxygen, and if there is more oxygen available, combustion takes place even faster. Potassium nitrate provides oxygen when heated, and sugar is a good fuel. When both combines, it results in an efficient and fast burning fuel. Let's understand it better with a small experiment. I took 3 piles of potassium nitrate, sugar and potassium nitrate and sugar mixture. Let's light them one by one and see what happens. Sugar, nothing happens. Potassium nitrate, nothing happens. The mixture, wow, it burned fast and efficient. I think you got the point. And coming to fuses, I need to experiment with different types of threads and chemicals to make it even better. I will update them in future videos. Stay tuned. And I made some other cool projects like color smokes, flares and rockets with sugar and many more. Check them out once. Links in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Meet you next week with an awesome video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. In today's episode of Infinity Explorer, we're going to make a smoke bomb. These can be really helpful when you lost your location in a jungle and want to give a big signal. These smoke flares can be easily made by using household items like sugar. Yes, sugar. I will tell you the recipe of it and the science behind it too. So watch this video till the end, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like the video if you like it. Fasten your seatbelts and let's get started. Here are the ingredients you need: normal sugar and potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate can be found in fertilizers, stump removers, etc. I got mine from a fertilizer with 100% potassium nitrate. The next step is going to be mixing them in a perfect ratio. In order to do that, I am taking 40% of KNO3 and 60% of sugar and mix them well. You can also take sugar in a powder form in place of crystals. We are going to cook this mixture on a low flame, it will melt anyways.
A few moments later.
The next step is to cook. Heat the pan on a very low flame. This is a highly combustible mixture, so cook it in a low flame to prevent accidental fires. If the pan heats up, add the mixture, continuously mix it with a spatula or a spoon. After some time, sugar starts to caramelize. You need to mix it well continuously. Don't hurry, remember, cook it in a low flame. Once it gets a slurry consistency, mine took around 5 minutes to get this consistency. Turn off the flame and fill the shells. I made these shells with a cardboard. Let me tell you how to make them. Take a cardboard sheet with a length of 8 cm and 5 cm and roll it into a tube of 2 mm. You can try with different numbers too. And stick the edges with glue and let it dry. For the bottom part, cut a circle taking shell base as the reference. Now stick that one to the base of the shell and let it dry. Your shell is ready to roll. Pour that mixture when it's hot, it solidifies faster. You can reheat the pan to melt the mixture again. After that, add a fuse. I made the fuse by myself. I have made a video on that. You can watch that video after watching this video and make yourself your own fuse. Let the flares dry for 24 hours.
The next day.
Let's test them. For the sample, I took a small piece of it. Wow, it's good. Burning like a champ. Started to smoke. I recommend to do this outside as it produces a lot of smoke. I'm making many videos on this concept. Check the playlist if you are interested. Have a close look. Burning very good. It's also called rocket fuel. It's totally empty. Let's test the other one. Don't close the video, I will tell you science behind it and a bonus clip is waiting. It's producing a lot of smoke. Make sure you are not around it. These are very dense fumes. Let me tell you the science behind it. Before that, let me show you a small experiment. I took 3 piles of sugar, potassium nitrate and sugar and potassium nitrate mixture. Let's light it one by one. Sugar goes first. Nothing happens. Potassium nitrate. Nothing happened. And the mixture. Wow! Did you see that? Wow! Look at the mixture burning furiously. It left with a cherry black material. See the damage it did to the wood. Combustion. Combustion takes place in a good amount of oxygen. When you burn sugar as a fuel alone, it takes oxygen from air and combust. But the oxygen present in the environment isn't enough to burn sugar properly. On the other hand, potassium nitrate releases oxygen when burned, and oxygen alone cannot burn. In the last mixture, we have potassium nitrate and sugar. So when burned, potassium nitrate produces oxygen and the sugar, the fuel burns very efficiently. That results in a good combustion. You can vary the ratios of these mixtures to have the required output. If you want more smoke, add more sugar to the mixture. If you want your mixture to burn up very fast, add potassium nitrate more. After filling these 3 shells, I collected the remaining mixture into aluminum foil. Let's test it. Wow, great! From this experiment I found that rather than having a longer tube, it's better to use bigger diameter to get dense smokes. Like this one. Let's compare. I will experiment with some more mixtures and make an update on this one. Find the links in the description if I made one. And don't forget to check my video on how to make slow burning fuses that's used in this project. Give this video a like and hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. In my previous video I showed you how you can control a bomb using a battery and a button to operate it from a safe distance. In today's video I'm going to tell you how you can control your bomb using a phone sitting anywhere in the world. So let's get started. The circuit remains the same, but we add additional components to the circuit in place of push button, that's relay and node MCU. Relay is the electronic switch that can be controlled with node MCU and with our phone in this case. And I also updated the fuse. In my previous video I used pencil leads as a fuse. It's somewhat slow, so I made a fuse with a matchstick. It's blazing fast. See it by yourself. Let's connect them. This is previous circuit, simple and clean, and this is the circuit we are going to use now. You can use Arduino in place of Node MCU. The only difference is pins notation and inbuilt Wi-Fi on Node MCU. Let's see how it works. If I press a button on my phone, it sends signal to relay via Node MCU, and the fuse burns and the bomb will blast. The mode of communication will be through internet, so you can control it from anywhere in the world. You don't need any coding experience to do all this. Just follow my steps. First, connect the wires as shown in the circuit diagram. It's a little bit messy one, but read the description for better understanding. After you do that, we need to configure a phone app called Blink. You can download it from Play Store. After you open the app, create an account. If you want to know more about this stuff, I'm making a series of robotic videos. You can watch them. I will drop the links in the description. After you create the account, click on plus icon. Name your project and select the device to ESP8266 and click create. An authentication token will be sent to your mail ID you registered with it. It's a unique code that helps in identifying you are the actual owner of the project. Click on plus icon. Click on pin and choose your desired pin. I am selecting GP14 and it's pin number 5 on Node MCU. The pin notations on Arduino and Node MCU are a bit different. Use this diagram as a reference. Your remote bomb detonator is ready. If you switch it on, it turns on the relay and activates the fuse. A small step is remaining. Now go to Arduino on your PC and copy paste the code given in the description. You need to change only the Wi-Fi details and the authentication sent to your mail ID. Just copy paste. You can find the same code in examples as well. If you're done with that, click upload. Before you upload the code, make sure you install Blink libraries and ESP8266 libraries as well. After it's done, now it's time to test it. Okay, here is my setup. I placed a fountain pot there and a fuse attached to it. Battery and node MCU setup here. You can make it so compact that it fits in your pocket. This is just for testing purpose and it's fine. Pressing the button. Relay turned on, ignition, and voila! Beautiful fountain. And this is all done through a phone, no wires needed. Now let's test a bomb. Relay turned on, ignition, and after the fuse ignites, bomb needs a little time to blast. It will have a delay of second or two that depends on your internet speed. Do this at your own risk, this is just for educational purpose. Watch my other videos on this concept as well. I hope you guys like this video, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Meet you in the next week with a brand new video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Today we are going to do something brand new. Guess what? Let me give you a hint. Watch the video. This is extremely dangerous. Do not try this at home. These guys are crazy. We're not actually doing that. Battery, switch and a bomb. Yeah, we're blasting a bomb. So let's get started. For this you will need a battery, a long wire to operate it from a safe distance, and a small push button. You can also use a normal switch, that works fine. It's just a simple circuit. Instead of bulb, we are placing a pencil lead, that is graphite, connecting wires to the battery. And to make it feel like a switch in our hand, I am attaching this push button with a tape at the corner of the battery. Now it feels good. Next step. Now in place of motor, we will attach a pencil lead, graphite. It heats up when electricity passes through it. You can also use nylon wire. So I connected the graphite light to the terminals and I placed a matchstick just to test before blasting the bomb. Let me show you how the lead heats up when connected to your battery. Did you see that? Just like a bright sun. It will be extremely hot and that serves the purpose of a flame source to our bomb. First let's try with match. Yeah, it worked. Now time to invite our friend, Mr. Bomb. Let's place it at the terminals. One, two, three, ignition. 1, 2, 3, ignition. Failed. After a few unsuccessful attempts at night, I figured out battery was discharged completely. I left the battery to charge overnight and the next day I am ready with a fully charged battery. Let's blast it. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Hey, it worked. This video is just a trial version of my next video. I will upload it soon. Check the links in the description. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Welcome to bot building series. In my previous video, that is robot building series episode number 1, I explained you everything about all the components and their connections. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you a bit more about DPDT switches and their connections. So let's get started. A subscribe would be appreciated and that makes a difference. Thank you so much. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you about different types of switches and we'll be focusing more on DPDT switches and connecting the switches to motors. If you came here only to know about DPDT connections, you can skip this chapter and go to the chapter directly, timestamps in the description. There are different types of switches, mainly SPST, SPDT, DPST, DPDT. SPST stands for single pole single through, and SPDT single pole dual through, DPST dual pole single through, and DPDT dual pole dual through. And what are these poles and what are these throws? Let me explain. Simply, the amount of circuits controlled by the switch is indicated by poles. Single pole switch controls only one electric circuit, double pole controls two independent circuits, whereas throw means how many different output connections every switch pole can connect its input. Working of SPST switch. The single pole single through is a basic on-off switch that just connects or breaks the connections between two terminals. You can see the diagram here. It's just a normal switch which breaks or makes the connection. Working of a SPDT switch. These switches are used in a three-way circuit to turn a light on or off from two locations, such as from the top and the bottom of a stairway. Here we are controlling two circuits or paths by a one-way of source. Working of DPST switch. DPST stands for dual pole single through. Dual pole means that the unit contains two identical switches side by side and operated by single toggle or a lever. This means two independent circuits are controlled at the same time by a single push. If you didn't understand, rewind back the video and watch it again. I think you guys can understand easily by seeing the diagrams. And finally, working of DPDT switch. DPDT stands for dual pole dual through switch. This is equivalent to two SPDT switches. It has 6 pins, 2 for input and 4 output pins. If you see in the diagram, the middle ones are used for battery, that means input, and the top ones are used for motors. It's one output, and the bottom ones are also for another motor. It's another output. That means you have 2 input pins and 4 output pins. But you can only toggle one side. Let me explain this clearly by showing the connections and a practical model. Here comes the connection of DPDT switches to motors. Here is a DPDT switch. It has 6 pins in total. It's like 2 SPDT switches attached. Let me tell you a small hack. You can connect the wires through the holes given on pins and solder it. But it's somewhat difficult to handle like that. You can use the battery clips instead for better handling, and it's an easier way to connect and disconnect wires. Easy, right? Now let me tell you how to connect motors. The middle 2 pins are for input, so I will connect them to a battery. Now connecting motors to first 2 poles. Now if you press upwards, motor runs, and if you press backwards, nothing happens. And the same process repeats if you only connect to the pins on lower side. Now let's get back to what we saw in the previous video. If you didn't watch that video, it's a complete video about making your first robot, and I will drop the links in the description. Watch that video after watching this video. We have 2 motors connected on each side in parallel. If I push the switch forward, it moves forward. If I push it backward, it moves backward. How to connect like that? It's simple. Have a look. If you connect my motor to a battery, it rotates in one direction. Clockwise, polarity is changed. And if you change the polarity, it rotates in opposite direction. Counterclockwise. So in the switch itself, we will make a small fix. Let's connect the wires in X shape like this. We are inverting the polarities, so it moves in one direction if you push upwards and moves in opposite direction if you press backwards. In the same way, connect one more DPDT switch to other motors as well. Now it's done. And I connected these extra wires for the battery. You can use 2 batteries, but I don't want to add another battery. So take the battery wires to the one switch and extend it to the other switch. Refer to the circuit diagram for better understanding. I will drop the links in the description. If you have any queries, ask me in the comments or through Instagram. This is Ram signing off. Have a good day. Hello guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Welcome to Robotics Bot Building Series class number 1.
I'm making this series of bot building videos because if anyone wants to learn robotics from scratch, this series is going to be their final destination. There are a lot of videos in the internet, but they are random. They'll teach you how to make robots, but they are not organized. I'll teach you everything that's required to build your first bot.
To learn anything, you need to have a solid foundation on basics. You can be the next creator of Sophia, next GT, or any robot of your choice. Most of us loved Power Rangers so much. Their actions, morphers, especially the giant bots, used to kill the bigger enemies. You may think all that is just a science fiction, but now it's a real thing. Japan built this 60 feet giant mech robot just like a Megazord we saw in Power Rangers. Once a fiction is now a reality. That's because of advancements in science and robotics. I guess every one of you watched most famous and Academy Award winner Avatar movie. You may have seen a guy controlling a big mech robot. At the time of making the movie, that's just a concept. Now it's a real thing. Many private organizations and young scientists are developing those robots. Just look at this. This is real. Everyone's favorite character from MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, is Iron Man. Now it's real. Gravity Industries made it possible. Now humans can fly. Many people tried that like Bear Grylls, Akshay Kumar from India, and a lot more guys. What I wanted to tell you is science is advancing. Technology is growing rapidly. Science fiction is now becoming a reality. We need to go with that pace in order to survive. You, the one who is watching the video right now, can be the next history maker. Believe in you. Just ask yourself, how will your education transform the world? We are going to live with robots in upcoming years. Even now, robots are everywhere. Intelligent cars, intelligent machines, manufacturing robots, and a lot more. Having a good knowledge on them is a necessary skill everyone should possess. Start learning from now, progress slowly, educate yourself and educate others. So I'm going to teach you all the fundamentals that can make you a superhero to learn that advanced stuff. Just take a step. A small step is a giant leap to mankind. This is going to be your first step. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like the video if you like it, and comment your opinion in the comments down below.
I'm going to share all of my experiences. So watch this video till the end if you want to learn robotics. So I welcome all the curious minds to join me in this robotics session. So without any further ado, let's get started.
In today's episode, we will discuss these topics. First, we will see what are the basic components you need and all the terminologies related to our robotic components we use. And then we'll also see the alternatives of the components we use. After that, we jump directly to make our first robot. After that, we'll see the connection between motors, switches, and the other stuff in our robot. And after that, we will test our robot. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask your questions in the comment box below. Let's have a look at all the components that are required for building your first robot. Let me tell you what's what. The first one on the right corner you see is chassis. Then wheels, geared motors, battery, remote controller, and battery charger or eliminator. These are the basic components you have, but there are alternatives and other versions as well. Let's have a look at one by one. Chassis. It's the main body that holds every other part of your robot. Just like our skeletal system holds up every other system like muscular system, circulatory system, nervous system, etc. It's like a bed for holding all the components like battery, motors, and any microcontrollers. Just anything. Chassis need to be very strong. If it fails, whole robot fails. As every component is resting on the chassis, if it breaks, there is a big chance of breaking all other valuable components. So you need to take a wise decision while choosing your chassis for your desired robot. Chassis can be chosen by this criteria according to the conditions. As this is your first robot, you can use pre-made metal chassis, but in the long run I don't recommend this chassis. I will tell you more about it later. First, you need to have a clear idea of what your robot objective is. If it's for rough ground use, just to play with it, or will it carry any payload? Ideally, lightweight wood serves great for all the basic purposes without breaking your budget. But there are even better alternatives as well, like polycarbonate chassis, carbon fiber chassis, hard plastic, aluminum, acrylic, etc. If you go for carbon fiber chassis, it's the most expensive chassis I can say in all this. You can build your complete robot with the price of one carbon fiber chassis. It's durable, strong, waterproof, nearly unbreakable, very lightweight, mostly used in drones and other weight limited applications, and it's widely used in high performance cars. Usually this chassis will cost you around 60 rupees in India. You can get it from local store or buy it online. Prefer buying in local stores near you, so you will have a clear idea of what you are buying. Here I have another chassis which is made of acrylic sheet. I will use this for lightweight purposes and autonomous robot projects. You can make your customized chassis with these clamps. I will explain about them in further classes. As this is an introductory video about robot making for beginners, if you are an expert at these things, you can skip these chapters and jump directly into bot building chapter. You can find the timestamps for them in the description below. After chassis, we then move to motors. Here we have geared motors of 300 rpm. The bottom metal part you see is the motor and the rest is plastic body, is a gearbox. And the extruded one is called shaft, where you will see the rotating part. You will get a nut to fix the motor to any chassis or clamps easily. If you are planning to buy motors, buy all the motors of same RPM at the same store, because they are not exact numbers and can't provide you the same speed even if it's written the same number of rotations. The next one you see is a high torque motor, where its shaft will be at a corner. The one I have right now is 10 rpm 20 kg/cm torque motor. And this one is a regular hobby motor, mostly found in toys, RC cars, etc. And the yellow one you see is a geared motor which has the same small motor attached to a gearbox. It's called Bevo motor, mostly used for indoor projects. Now we will have a look on wheels. Wheels can be of different diameters, different widths, based on your usage. Usually we use these basic wheels which are just fine for almost everything and fits almost every motor. These are hard and strong, and these are smooth and soft. These will be used for smooth surfaces or indoor purposes. Now we have motors, wheels, and we'll look for some powering options. Even if you have all the stuff, you don't have a battery, then all the parts are of no use. Normally, we use a lead acid battery with a potential difference of 12 volts. We can use a lithium ion or lithium polymer battery, but things get costly. For beginners, lead acid battery is the best choice. It's been 2 years and I'm still using it. You can connect motors to battery with a clip like this one, or just connect to it directly. You can use other voltages as well, but wherever you go you can find 12 volts batteries everywhere. After selecting a proper battery, you need a good carrier of power. I'm talking about wires. There are different types of wires: single strand, multi-strand, fibrous, and for long transmissions we use thick fibrous wires, and for better flow of power we use single strand wires, but they are more prone to breakage. These wires are called rainbow wires. The mistake I made was selecting these wires for the first time. These are good for electronics but not good for high power transmissions. So don't buy them for this kind of purpose. Normal household wires works the best. Remote control. For controlling our robot, we can use any remote, like a physical one, or you can use your phone as a remote and control wirelessly. But here in today's video, we are making a wired remote. For controlling our robot, we use two DPDT switches and a remote case. It can be of multiple slots or 2 slots. 2 slots are enough, but having more slots help you accommodate more switches. Just insert it and solder your wires. DPDT stands for dual pole dual through. That means the same switch can be used to perform 2 different functions. Connecting wires to DPDT switches will be tricky to beginners, so I will make a specific video on DPDT switches and its connections. Watch that video to avoid any confusions related to connections. And subscribe to the channel by clicking the red colored button and hit the bell icon to turn on the notifications from this channel, so you will never miss a video from my side. Just do it right now, don't be lazy. Okay, now let's talk about battery charges. You can find different varieties of chargers for different batteries. There will be a separate charger for lithium-ion batteries, for lead-acid batteries, etc. The one I have now is to charge lead-acid batteries. You can adjust voltage by turning the knob to charge batteries of different voltages. Just connect the terminals of the same color to the battery and it will charge the battery. Usually, it will take about 6 to 8 hours to charge this battery. Soldering is an easy job if you have a little practice. I will make another video related to soldering, so don't miss that video. This is called soldering iron and we use this lead metal as a filler between conductors. And for tightening screws, tester size screwdriver is enough. No need to go for the bigger kits like this one, don't waste your money on it. Just buy an additional small screwdriver for small electronics, that's enough for all the purposes. I think you guys got a good knowledge about all the components we use. If you still have a doubt, ask me in the comment box below. Now it's time for assembly. Let's assemble all the parts together. You can find the links for all the parts in the description. This is my first metal chassis I bought. Let me tell you how to mount your motor. Take your motor, unscrew the nut, place it inside the hole and screw it back. Simple. Now take your wheel, unscrew it and align the hole of the wheel to the shaft of motor and screw it back. Don't apply too much pressure on the screw. Screwdrivers may slip and hurt your hands. Do it carefully. You can hear the weird cracking sound when you rotate the motors. That's because of gears in it. In the same way, attach all other wheels. Let me tell you a quick fix. After you solder the wires, in order to have a strong connection between wires and motors, apply a layer of tape around the motor like this. So if any stress applied to the wires, it won't affect soldering motor edges. A strong connection. A quick tip. How to check your motor for its rotation. This again is an intelligent move. It will save you a lot of time in the future if you do this after purchasing your motor. After you purchase your motor won't get wires soldered to it. So This is a must for every motor. It don't have a positive or negative terminal, but the way you connect it to the batteries have an impact on the way it rotates, clockwise or counterclockwise. Check all the motors for its rotation and solder the wires accordingly. Usually I prefer red and black combo, so whenever you want to work with your motors, you will have an idea of every motor and its rotation. Let me show you a small hack. Take two motors and connect their wires. Now if you try to rotate one motor, you will see magic. If I try to rotate the one wheel, the other wheel began to rotate. I felt like it's magic at first, but actually the motor is acting like a dynamo. It's generating electricity. If I disconnect the wire, it's not transferring energy, so it's not working. More about that later. Let's assemble our bot. We have all the motors and all the wires attached to them. Now connect similar wires on the same side, that is left wires to the left and right wires to the right. You can solder them, but for now we need to run some tests, so I am not soldering it. If I felt everything was perfect, then I will solder it. What we are doing is, we are making left one a unit and right one a unit. We are controlling two motors at a time. Time to attach a remote. This is a remote case with DPDT switches and wires. It looks clumsy, but it's easy. I'll make a separate video on that. Don't forget to watch that video. This one is actually right side button. When you flip it over, this will be on right side. While we operate, this will be right one and this will be the left one. If you assume this is your front part, this side will be your right. Now flip this over and check the wires connected to the right side switch. In my case, it's green and yellow. Connect those wires and green wires to red and black respectively. We are controlling right side as one unit and left side as another unit. Two motors are controlled as a single motor. I will try to explain DPDT connections a bit. I will explain it clearly on another video. If you have a close look at DPDT switch, it has a total of 6 pins. Top pins can perform one function and bottom for the other function, and the middle one will connect the battery. When you press the button upwards, battery will power the upper portion. In this case, it's to move forward, so it moves forward. Why I connected these two extra wires, why this crisscross, I will explain in the next video. You can find the circuit diagram in the description. This is a trial and error process, don't panic. If it doesn't work for the first time, just make sure you are not shorting battery terminals. Now connect the other side motors to left switch. The middle one is for battery, grey and white. After connecting, make sure all the wires are not touching each other. Let's test it. This side is okay and this side is also okay, but one wheel is not rotating. Okay, wires disconnected. Now it's alright. Everything is good. You can attach battery wherever you want, on top or at the bottom, just like this one. We use this setup for wireless remote control by a smartphone. I will tell you how to do that too in further classes. We secured battery with a zip ties for a strong fit. I am placing my battery on top for now and sticking a tape on it just for testing purpose. We just made our first robot. This is just the beginning. I will teach you some advanced projects as well. Issues with wires again. You can avoid this tangling by sticking the cable to the chassis or add a small pipe to hold the wires in place. Let's have some fun with our robot. Round number 1. It looks hard to control, but with practice you can master it. Round number 2. 3 hurdles. Just hear the sound it makes. So noisy and irritating, but when you have the remote in your hand, you won't feel anything. Just you love to drive. In my next video, we will discuss more about board design, mechanics of the robot, and other ways you can modify your robot. I hope you guys find this video useful. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends who wants to learn robotics. Meet you in the next week with a brand new video. There are loads of content. Until then, keep exploring infinity. This is Ram signing off. Have a great day. This can be used as a glue. Wondering how? So let's get started. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and welcome to another episode of Infinity Explorer. In my previous video, I just wanted to see how thermocol reacts with petrol. The result was awesome, but after the reaction, the end product is quite interesting. It looked like slime, but I found it has some sticky nature that resulted in making this video possible. So in today's video, I will show you how you can use thermocol as an emergency super glue. For this, you need petrol and thermocol, of course. As soon as you dip thermocol pieces, it will begin to dissolve in petrol, and at the end, it leaves a material that can be used as a glue. This is the one I got after the experiment in my previous video after 2 days, but it's still sticky. You can watch that video after watching this video. I will drop the links in the description. Now take that material out and let the petrol evaporate. It just takes a minute or so. After that, your super glue is ready to use. Now I will try it on these matchboxes. Let's try to stick these matchboxes together with the glue we made it. Now I will try to separate them. It's like a Spider-Man web in between them. It's sticky and after some time, it dries up and holds it hard. Now we'll try with a heavy one like this wooden sticks. It's holding the bottom one. It means it worked. The homemade super glue really works. But remember, this is not a permanent solution. This is just an alternative in emergency cases. It can help you in times of emergency when you need glue the most. Just pick some thermocol and dissolve it in petrol and your glue will be ready in seconds. Just say you went to a picnic and you need some glue and you don't have it in your pocket or in your bag. So what you'll do is you will find some thermocol and some petrol from your bike or whatever. You can just make your own glue there. So watch my other videos on the same concept, reaction between petrol and thermocol. I hope you guys like this video. Give this video a like if you like it and don't forget to subscribe. Meet you in the next week with a brand new video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Today we're going to see an amazing reaction between petrol and thermocol. So without any delay, let's start the show. Battle between petrol and thermocol. Battle begins. Let me take a bowl and pour petrol in it. That's enough. Here is our thermocol. Let's take a small piece and drop in it. You may not be able to see what's happening. Let me put this bigger one. You can see now. See how petrol is eating thermocol. Let it eat all of it.
A few moments later.
Look at that, in front of your eyes, thermocol is just vanished. Petrol has good digesting power. Just kidding. Let's pour a small amount of petrol on the sheet and watch what happens. It's penetrating through layers of thermocol just like acid on a metal. Now it's time for this big one. Let's break it and feed it to petrol. It's so cool, right? It's eating all the thermocol. It became weak and soft. After it completely melted, it left with a substance that looked like a slime. Smooth and silky. After a minute I took it out from petrol. It's behaving like a sticky material. Just like a Spider-Man web. It took me about an hour to clean it from my hands. Now it's time to know the science. Why it's happening? Why petrol is eating away all the thermocol? Here is the reason. Thermocol is made up of polystyrene, which is a long chain of carbons that has a phenyl benzene group attached to every other carbon. On the other side, petrol is a mixture of hydrocarbons. So both are polymers. So when petrol and thermocol mix, no reaction happens, but it dissolves in petrol. They look like it's melting, but it's just dissolving in petrol. There is no chemical reaction. These bubbles are just air trapped in between thermocol walls. I hope you guys like this video. Give this video a like if you like this video, and I need to get rid of this mess. So meet you in the next week with a brand new video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. This is just a normal marker, but you can use it as an emergency candle or make a rainbow night lamp and can wipe off permanent marker permanently, or make a blast with just a marker. There's a lot more can be done using a marker, so today in this video we are going to see some hacks related to markers. So without any delay, let's start the show. Let's do something with a marker. One with whiteboard marker, the next one with a permanent marker. Now if you try to erase whiteboard marker, it will wipe off easily, but permanent markers won't wipe off. Here comes our magic product, body spray. Spray it on the area and wipe it off with a cloth. Isn't that amazing? Give a like if you find it useful. In my previous video I scribbled on this sheet. As that is a permanent marker, I can't erase it, but with this technique I can wipe it off easily. Just spray on the surface and wipe it off. Let's wipe off remaining area too. Totally clean. You can clearly see the difference before and after. Did you know that you can use a marker as a candle? Just take a lighter and light it. It will burn until the alcohol in the marker gets dried up or consumed. The best part is you can still use it. Just scribble something on a paper. Don't worry. Just scribble few more times and it will work.
A few moments later.
Yes, it's working now. Rainbow night lamp. For making this, you need a bulb and some markers. This is a simple thing. Take your markers and color your bulb. The more darker the color is, better will be the output. For the time being, I only have lighter colors, but darker colors give you better output. Now connect this bulb to a holder and enjoy.
one more thing. If you want to make a blast with your marker or to know how dangerous your marker is, check my other video. Links will be in the description. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. This is Ram signing off. Have a good day. Hey, what's up guys? How are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. This is just a normal marker. But what if I say it's a bomb? Yes, it's a bomb in your pocket. By the end of this video, you will know the reason for that. So watch this video till the end. Before that, let me ask you a question. When you have a closer look at your marker, you will find this recap after use. Why it is written so? Explain your answers in the comments down below. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. So without any delay, let's start the show. For this trick, you will need a bottle and a marker, of course. We need to remove the ink cartridge out of the marker first. Then drop the cartridge into the bottle and close the bottle. Now shake it. You can shake it in whatever way you want. We want that ink out of the cartridge.
A few moments later.
I think it's almost done now. It's time for some real fun. It's best to do it in dark areas, so I shifted my bottle to a dark room. Let's open the cap and introduce a matchstick to it and watch the fun. The bottle is shrinking. Did you just see that? Your marker turned into a bomb. Crazy, right? Let's see it again in slow motion. Just like it's that. I recommend not to try this at home. It's very dangerous, so don't try this at home. I can still feel the heat. Look at the bottle, it's deformed. Let's reinsert the cartridge and see if the marker works or not. Yeah, it works. It's working again. Now it's time to know the reason. It's not a rocket science, it's very simple. Along with the ink, the marker contains alcohol. It's written recap after use on the marker because alcohol evaporates very easily. You need to recap your marker in order to have a long life. So be careful while handling your marker from now. I hope you like this video. Meet you next week with a brand new video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. Hey, what's up guys? How are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Today we are doing a simple trick with candle, not the one playing on the screen right now. This trick became old, but it's still a fun way to do it with kids. You guys may already know it, but let me quickly explain what's happening in this trick. It appears like candle is still burning underwater, but it's actually not. First thing, the candle is not in the glass, and the second, we're actually seeing the image of the candle through the glass. This is just an illusion. But today we're actually placing a candle in the water, and let's see how far it can survive. For that, let's take a candle of height less than the tumbler's height. Now fill the tumbler up to the candle's wick and let's see how far will it glow. If you look at closely, you can find some gap between the wick and the walls of the candle. This is because water is preventing it from getting burned or consumed. But after 2 minutes, it went off.
A few moments later.
And you can find wax layers floating on water. Let's check the depth of the gap. It's around 6 mm in my case. The bigger the candle diameter is, the more time it can survive underwater. This is not a big one, but we came to know that candles can survive in water up to some extent. Thanks for watching, meet you in the next week with a brand new video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. The thing I am holding in my hand is a microscope. Yes, it's a microscope. It works like conventional microscope and it's 99% cheaper. It was invented by Indian scientist Manu Prakash at Stanford. It is called Foldscope and it's made out of paper. He is even working with computers that run on water. Not the ones that shown in movies, but a real one. If you want to know more about Foldscope, I have made another video on that. Check that video after watching this video. I'm excited to test my blood with this microscope. If you have a microscope, what will you look at? Let me know in the comments down below. So let's start the show. Hey, what's up guys? How are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Let me take a blood sample. I'm using a syringe needle. That's it. Let's squeeze the blood out. Come out, come out. Now take a slide and place a drop on it. And cover it with a cover slip. Gently place it on top. Now your slide is ready and ready to be washed. Let's place the slide in the microscope. The Foldscope. It's a good alternative for a conventional microscope and it's 1% of the price of a microscope. You can view directly or attach to your phone for a better view or record your observations. The most interesting part is you can even project your observations. Normal microscope won't offer that feature. If you want to buy this microscope, check the links in the description. Now I'm attaching to a phone. Look at that. My blood cells. The white blood cells are floating on the blood serum. Can you see that? Blood cells, red blood cells and white blood cells. The clusters of red ones are RBC. Let me zoom in. Look at the clusters. I have made other slides with onion peels and mosquito heads and ant bodies. I have made a complete video about Foldscope, its viewing methods and its assembly, about everything. It's a complete video about Foldscope. Check that video, links will be in the description. Let's hear from Manu Prakash about his Foldscope invention.
In India, I ended up in the middle of nowhere seeing this pristine microscope. There was only one person who knew how to operate it. Every time you add an order of magnitude of cost to your microscope, order of magnitude of people will never be able to access it. Foldscope is a microscope that we came up with that's built via origami. You fold it yourself with your own hands and within 15 to 20 minutes you have a fully functional microscope. And a very simple goal that we have with tools that we make is if we can just make this world more curious a place, that would be enough. There is a video that somebody just posted from a school in Delhi of a kid describing what it means to him. Here's a kid, he lives on the street, and that sheer joy of, picking up an ant and understanding what it means. Many times when people collect Foldscope videos, the audio is caught, and then you hear a person thinking.
Oh my God!
For the very first time, I showed it to a very famous academic scientist who had a lab next door to me. I was a little bit hesitant. You are saving the world, developing all these sequencing technologies. I'm making paper microscopes. But in the end, when I did show, he had a smile and then just is like, that person shared that sense of wonder, and I was like, yeah, it's all right. And I think since that time, I've learned my lesson that, this is your life, there is one life, and it sounds very dramatic, but your best work will be the one that you're most passionate about. You don't wait to do your best work, you do it now, and you do it with the rigor and capabilities that you bring to the table, and you will see it will evolve into something that you really dreamed of. You have to listen to yourself. and very much in, if you don't listen to yourself, then you can't really be an honest scientist.
I hope you like this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the video and share it with your friends. Meet you next week with a brand new video. Until then, keep exploring infinity. Hey, what's up guys? How are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Before starting the video, let me ask you a question. What are the things that you are using extensively after March 2020? Let me know in the comments down below. You guys continue thinking. Let's start the show.
If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out.
Did you get the answer? Yes, hand sanitizers and masks. The demand for sanitizers have improved over 470% in the month of March 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic. This can kill you or save you based on how you use it. In recent times, people lost their lives after drinking sanitizers, thinking it's alcohol. It contains alcohol, but you shouldn't drink it. It's very deadly. Let's have some fun with this. Take a small amount of sanitizer and light it up. Can you see the flames? No, you can't. But the alcohol present in the sanitizer is burning. Let me show you. It's invisible fire. It looks like magic, but it's magic of science. One more time. Now with a mastic. Awesome, right? Let's see it in slow motion. You can try this at home, but be careful. Give this video a like if you find it useful or interesting. The point I want to convey is here, when you apply a sanitizer, it forms a cloud of alcohol vapors around your hand. If you are near a stove or any flame source, your hands are more prone to catch fire. So be careful when you are in kitchen using a sanitizer. Let me show you how it works. I have applied sanitizer to my hands. See how my hand catches fire. It's too dangerous. Be careful. You can only see the flames in the dark, so I recommend not to try this at home. Now let's see one more interesting thing. You can catch fire if you want to, without harming your hands. Playing with fire is extremely dangerous, so try not to try this. You can set this currency note on fire without burning it. It's a simple technique, but do not try this at home. Let's see how to do it. Apply sanitizer on both sides evenly, and that's it. Set it on fire. The alcohol present in the sanitizer forms a cloud of vapors around the note. So if you burn it, only the alcohol burns and leaving the note unburned. So how is the video? That's it for today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Meet you next week with a brand new video. Until then, have a good day. Hey, what's up guys? How are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Today I'm going to show you how you can convert this negative into a digital format by using a simple mobile app. If you are a Photoshop user, I got you covered at the end of this video. You can always check the timestamps for the chapters you need. Without any delay, let's start the show.
If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out.
In olden days, people used these negatives to store the data of a camera. But we have plenty of storage options today. It's a good idea to turn old negatives into digital format by just using a phone. First, you will need a bright white screen on your mobile. Just open a white image with maximum brightness. Then, you need a negative of course, and some objects just to maintain a gap between the negative and the screen. This is just to eliminate the pixels of the bright screen. Take another mobile and capture the negatives.
If you have a macro lens on your phone, make use of it. Before I teach you how to do it, let me quickly show you how effective this method is. Did you see that? How easy it is? Just compare the results. Now let me tell you how you can do it too. First you need to download Snapseed app from Play Store. You can find the links in the description below. Open the app and click on plus icon and select your negative. We will crop the image first. Just follow my steps and watch the video till the end. After cropping, go to curves. It will be a neutral on default. If not, select it a neutral and click on this icon. Select red channel and invert the lines as shown in the video. And do the same thing with the other two channels, green and blue. What we are doing is inverting the RGB colors, that is inverting negative into positive. Click on the tick mark if you are done with it. You can see the difference, but still some details need to be revealed. Now select white balance. Move the cursor to random parts of the photo, especially target the grey parts. There are no rules for editing. Stop the dropper when you are satisfied with the colors. It's looking good now. Now go to the brush tool and select exposure. We will highlight some underexposed areas. Paint over dark areas to make them brighter. Remember, the quality of the output photo depends upon the quality of the negative. This is a 30-year-old negative taken in 1990 where my dad is standing next to an elephant in the zoo. Now you can see the difference between before exposure and after exposure. Let's add a frame to it. You can tune the image by changing brightness, contrast, shadows, etc. You need not to follow the same settings because every image is unique, so they will have different settings. If you are satisfied with your editing, you can save your photo by clicking this icon and click export. Your photo has been saved. If you want your photos to be edited professionally or you want any logo for your business, contact Digital Studio Works through Instagram. Links are provided in the description. Thank you for 500 subs. I hope you guys make it to 1k soon. If you like this video, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe. Let's edit one more photo. This is me when I was 11 months old. We will follow the same step as the previous image. Go to curves, invert your image, then white balance, then adjustments. You can edit this better in Photoshop. If you spend a bit more time on it, it looks like this. There is a lot of difference between 1 minute and 1 hour of editing. This is a fun thing to do. Ask your parents or neighbors for a negative and convert it into digital format and show them your work. They will feel very happy and recollect all those memories, photographs and memories. Photoshoppers, now it's your turn. Open Photoshop and import your photo. First thing we will do is crop the unwanted area. I'm using a rectangular marquee tool to do that. Then create a duplicate layer. It is always a good practice to create a duplicate layer and work on it without affecting the original layer. This is a negative. To make it positive, we have to invert it. Go to adjustment layer and select invert. Boom! Your picture is almost ready. We will make some more adjustments to it. Then go to curves and click on the middle dropper and click on the image. We are balancing the colors here. So try different areas, especially target gray areas to get good result. This is the basic funda you need to take care of. You can now experiment with different tools available in the Photoshop to make it look great. Brightness, contrast, vibrance, whatever you want. Just make sure your photo looks damn good after you edit it. Let's add a frame to it. You can remove unwanted blemishes or spots on the photo by using spot healing tool. Just click on the spots, they will vanish. If you spend a little more time, you can edit it like a pro. It's just a matter of practice and time you are going to spend on it. It will directly reflect on your image quality. I made some more edits like color balance, saturation, vibrance, and a lot more to edit this. I hope you guys like this video. Click the like button if you like this video, and feel free to ask me any questions you have in the comments down below. That's it for today. Meet you next week with a cool video. This is Ram signing off. Have a good day. Hey, what's up guys? How are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. This is a complete video about Foldscope. If you don't know about Foldscope, Foldscope is a $1 microscope invented by Indian scientists. If you want to know more about Foldscope, watch my previous video. Links will be in the description. This video is going to be a little longer than my usual videos. Because of that, I divided it into chapters. First, we will unbox the product and we will assemble the Foldscope. We will prepare a slide, and the last one, viewing methods. You can find the timestamps in the description box below. If you click on the timestamp, it will take directly to the chapter. You can jump to whatever chapter you want. Without any delay, let's start the show. First, let's open the package. I ordered this Foldscope from Flipkart for 350 rupees. If you go to the official website of Foldscope, you can still get this microscope for $1.50 or so. But in India, due to custom charges and import duties and all the taxes, the price went to 350. And even in Amazon, it cost 500 rupees. In the box, you will get a bill and the Foldscope with a nice pouch. Let's unzip the pouch and take the contents out. And here is the microscope. It is a single sheet of paper and you need to assemble it. Don't worry, I will show you how you can assemble your Foldscope. And you will get an instruction manual so you can assemble your Foldscope by yourself. It's a detailed manual about everything about Foldscope, and you will get a small card with different type of microorganisms. Let's place them aside. These are magnetic couplers. Magnetic coupler is nothing but a sheet of plastic with magnet attached to it. Make sure you separate all of them. Even the lens have a magnetic strip on it. And you will get a small sticker pack. And these are the ring stickers that are used to attach lens. These are transparent stickers which act as cover slip. You will get a cotton swab along with it to clean the lens regularly. Now let's assemble the Foldscope. Let's unfold the sheet and detach all the parts. If you take out all the parts from the sheet, it looks like this. Hi Ram. Hi. I want a logo for my business. Yeah, sure. I can recommend you this. This is called Studio Works. Have a look. You can directly contact them through Instagram, and don't forget to check their YouTube channel. For any digital requirements, feel free to contact them through Instagram. It is assembled in 4 stages: the lens stage and a sample stage, a panning aid and the focus ramp. Now we will start with the lens stage. Take these couplers and slide them to the holes. It will look like this after you insert it. Turn it around and place another coupler here. Fold it along the dotted lines and insert to the holes. Take a ring sticker and place it on top of magnetic coupler at the center and peel off the white layer.
Now you can stick your lens on the coupler. If you are done with that, we will make a focus ramp. Start folding from shorter side along the dotted lines. Use a scale for better folds. Slide in the ramp through the slots given on the lens stage. Now for the panning guide. It's time to combine the panning guide and the lens stage. Now it's almost ready to take action. The only thing left is preparing a slide. You can move in Z axis, Y axis and X axis. This is an identification sticker you will get with this pack. This is a unique number. This will be used to register to the website Microcosmos. This is my 8th class biology textbook, where I learned about microscopic world and microscope. I learned how to prepare a slide, but we don't have access to microscope that time. Thanks to Manu Prakash for such an amazing invention. Check out his TED Talks on YouTube, links will be in the description. Now let's make a microscopic slide. Take a slide template of your choice. Now take a transparent tape or sticker given in the kit and stick it on the template. Now for the specimen, I am taking an onion. You can take anything that you want to observe. Cut a thin slice of onion. Better use forceps while handling the sample. I don't have forceps right now, so I am using my fingers. To cover the sample, add one more transparent tape on top of it, so it will act as a cover slip. You can write details on the slides if you want to. To add the slide to the Foldscope, just insert it like this. And make sure the specimen is aligned to the lens. Clean the lens frequently with a cotton swab. I have made one more slide with mosquitoes and ants. You can take this Foldscope wherever you go and see the beautiful world of Microcosmos. Viewing methods. You can watch it directly with your naked eye or attach to your mobile to record your observations. And even you can project the slides. Yes, you can project it. Don't worry, I will tell you how to do it. Let's begin. Take a magnetic coupler and stick this to your camera at the center. You can attach your Foldscope to it. That's it. You can record your observations now. Now for the projector mode, take the same coupler and stick it to the flash now. Now the magnetic side should face upwards and attach to the Foldscope now. Turn on the flash and it's ready to project. Whatever the mode of viewing is, you can adjust your focus and move in X and Y axis. Look at the mosquito head. And this is the body of an ant. Feel free to ask me any questions you have in the comments down below. Meet you in the next week. This is Ram signing off. Have a good day. Hi guys, how are you all? This is Ram and you're watching Infinity Explorer. Today I'm going to show you an amazing invention by Indian scientist. So watch this video till the end. What if I told you there is a secret world right in front of your eyes? Just like a beautiful sky with stars and planets, there is a microcosmos. It's in the ground, it's in the water, it's everywhere. But how can we see them? This is a cell, this is amoeba, these are onion cells. We were told to draw these sketches in exams that we never see, that we never touched physically. If you can't see it, how can you understand it? We can only see them through a microscope that costs 15,000 rupees. For that amount of money, most people cannot afford to see the microcosmos. What if a huge microscope that fits right into your pocket? It would be amazing, right? Meet Manu Prakash. Along with Jim, at Stanford University, they invented a microscope that costs only 80 rupees to make.
This thing costs $1 to make.
$1.
And works like a 15,000 rupees microscope. It is called Foldscope. You can carry this Foldscope in your pocket wherever you go and dive into microcosmos. It is so durable that it can survive a punch. You can jump on it, throw it in water, and it still survives. And it is the only microscope in the world that can survive that. It's totally made out of a single sheet of paper. Yes, paper. Because of that, it costs only 80 rupees to make. And the most interesting part is you can attach this microscope to a phone and you can zoom in and out and record your observations. These are the samples that are recorded from a Foldscope, the $1 microscope. Amazing, right? Instead of folding paper aeroplanes, you can now fold a microscope. This microscope is 1000 times cheaper than the conventional microscope. Now anyone can see how bacteria looks like, how a cell looks like. This microscope can help health workers in remote areas. You can detect diseases like rabies, malaria. Especially the children around the world can engage in science. You can make discoveries with this and gain practical knowledge. Next week, I'm going to show you how you can assemble your microscope and prepare slides. If you don't want to miss that video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notification. Until then, watch my other videos in my channel. They are short and amazing. Meet you in the next week. This is Ram signing off. Have a good day. Hi guys, how are you all? Today we are going to make clay ganesha that turns into a tree. If you can make this and this, you can make clay ganesha very easily at home. My last video on tree ganesha got a very good response from you guys. If you didn't watch that video, I recommend you to watch that video first. Links will be in the description. So without any delay, let's get started.
If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out.
First we will start with the base, and for the legs take a long cylinder and here comes the tummy. and the head. Let's add hands. Press the edge of the hand to make palms. Here comes the trunk. To give a realistic look for dhoti, I am adding thin strands of clay. You can make different varieties of clay ganeshas, it's up to your imagination. The main message I want to convey is to make your own clay ganesha that turns into a tree and helps nature. Even our government is promoting seed ganesha. If you want to read that article, links will be in the description. Now for the head part, you can add your own design to it. Making this clay ganesha with kids is so much fun and enjoyable. Kids will definitely enjoy it. Now for the ears, you can make different type of ears that suits your ganesha. Now our basic ganesha is ready. You can leave it like this or you can add even more details to it. You may have a question about Visarjan of a seed ganesha. Take this Ganesh idol and place it in a flower pot or any pot with soil in it and water it daily. In around 3 to 4 days, the Ganesha idol will be mixed with the soil. The time for germination of the seeds depend upon the seeds you added to the Ganesha. If you are done with the front part, now turn it around and fill the gaps on the back side. Now let's add the eyes, it's the difficult part. You can add some more details to your Ganesha if you wish to. If you are done with the idol, place the seeds on the base or on the idol itself. Actually, this is the first time I am making it. This is not so good, but it's okay. After Visarjan, the plants will germinate. So how is the Ganesha? We are not professionals. Our idea is to make a Ganesha into tree Ganesha. Make your own Ganesha and have some fun. So that's it for today. Happy Vinayak Chaturthi in advance. Have a good day. Hi! Ganesh Chaturthi is coming. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi in advance. This was all started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak ji in 1893. What comes to your mind when you think of Ganesh Chaturthi is this: colors, drums, music, big sculptures, colorful idols, flowers, huge gatherings and a lot of fun. But we don't think of this. Pollution, non-biodegradable waste, filthy beaches, harmful chemicals mixed in water that affects aquatic life and indirectly us. Everyone strives to make God happy. Nobody thinks about the environment. But here is a solution. Before that, consider subscribing to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out. From years, people began to switch from plaster of Paris sculptures to clay ones that are safe and biodegradable. That's fine, but we can even make the conditions better. Here is our tree Ganesha. Let's make Sri Ganesha into tree Ganesha. This Ganesha is totally made out of clay and with some seeds of our own choice. After Visarjan, the practice of immersing the idol in water, those seeds will germinate in few days and becomes a tree, thereby inviting a new life to our lives. I will share you all the details related to this in my next video. Next week I'm going to show you how you can make this very easy. So don't miss that video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Everything starts with Vinayaka, the god of beginnings. Why not this? Let's make Sri Ganesha into tree Ganesha. Share this video to maximum people you know. Let's spread the awareness. This is Ram signing off. Have a good day. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can make anything float on water. This is a simple trick, you can do it too. Without any delay, let's start the show. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out. By the end of this video, you will be able to make a needle to float on water and even a coin. So watch the video till end and follow the steps carefully. First, take a glass of water. Now I am trying to make this paper clip float on water. Let's see if it floats. No, it's unable to float. So let's try our technique. For this, take a paper clip and a small piece of paper. Any newspaper or a normal paper, anything works fine. Gently place it on top of the glass of water and take a toothpick or any stick and slightly press on the edges of the paper so that water enters to the clip and forms a small layer of water. Do this carefully. If you do it correctly, the paper will slowly go to the bottom of the glass and we have the paper clip floating on the top of water. So let's try needle now. This is quite difficult, but we can do it. Follow the same procedure. Take a needle and a piece of paper and repeat the process. And slowly push the edges of the paper. You need to be even more careful while doing this task because needle is a very thin object, so you need to be very careful while doing it. This isn't magic, this is science. The needle floats on water because of surface tension. Although the density of metal is higher than the water, still it floats because of surface tension. To know more about surface tension, watch my other video. Links will be in the description box. Do watch that video, it will be interesting after watching this video. Now we will add one more paper clip on the glass. The attraction between molecules are not so strong, so when you apply a small force on top of it, it will go down easily. Some objects like blade can float easily. So how's the video? If you like the video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to watch my other video about surface tension. Meet you in the next week. This is Ram signing off.
Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a magic trick. No, a science magic trick. Today we are going to set this on fire without burning it. So let's start the show. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out. I took a normal currency note. Just take a note of the serial number just for reference. There's nothing new in that, it's just a normal currency note. Let's set this on fire. Did you just see that? Let's see in the dark. Lights off please. How did I do that without harming the note? Let me tell you how I did that. I used hand sanitizer for this. I applied hand sanitizer on both sides of the currency note. I applied it evenly on both sides. And ignited it. But nothing happens to the note. Why? Let's see the science behind it. As we know, sanitizers contains alcohol. This is the main reason why it's not getting burned. When we are setting fire to the currency note, only the alcohol in the sanitizer getting burned. The remaining contents in the hand sanitizer are protecting the currency note from getting fire. Alcohol is a volatile substance, that means it evaporates easily and catches fire. So when I set the fire, only the alcohol on the outer layer burns and the inner contents protect the currency note from burning up. Easy, right? Do not try this at home. Playing with fire is extremely dangerous. This is just for educational purpose. How's the video guys? If you like this video, give this video a like, share this video to your friends and comment your opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Meet you in the next week with a brand new video. This is Ram signing off. Bye bye. Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you are doing good and welcome to my channel. Till now we have seen some interesting science stuff, but today we are going to see a puzzle. Let's challenge our brains, so let's start the show. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out. This is one of the world's famous puzzle. Let me ask you. You have 10 nails in total, one nail is fixed to a basement or a cap and you need to balance all the other 9 nails on top of it. These are the instructions you need to follow. Don't use glue. Second one, do not weld them. Third one, the most important thing, use your brains. Let me ask you the question again. You have 10 nails in total and you have to balance all the other 9 nails on top of one nail. Let me share you my experience with this puzzle. Back in 2014, when I was in 9th grade, I learned this trick from Nat Geo show called Street Genius. So I took up all the 10 nails and a bottle cap to the school and asked all of my friends, classmates, teachers and seniors too. Most of them tried but they gave up too early. But 2 of my seniors tried this for 3 weeks and came up with the answer. I felt very happy for that because their curiosity and their interest in solving the puzzle is very intense. You guys continue to think. Puzzles are some interesting things. When you know the answer, it will be very easy for you. But when you don't know the answer and you feel that's the most difficult puzzle in the world. Type S in the comment section if you agree with the statement. Before closing the video, here is a tip. Use the concept of center of gravity. Try this by yourself and come back later for the answer. Don't think it's impossible. Just give it a try. If not, I have the solution. Close the video for now. Think for the answer. I hope this is the second time watching the video. That's good, you have tried. My appreciation for them.
If you are watching this video for the first time, then close the video and try it by yourself and come back second time to know the answer. Just as I said, one nail is fixed to the basement, place it on here. Take another nail and place it on a table and arrange the nails in this manner. Video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So stay tuned for more, share this video to your friends. This is Ram signing off, bye bye. Crash, tell me which one is bigger, the yellow one or the red one? Now tell me which one is bigger. Crash, how can both be big? Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to my channel. Here is another video of illusions. I created a playlist there, you can go and check out the playlist. I'll be adding more videos to the playlist, so keep checking the playlist. So tell me, which one is bigger? Red one or the yellow one? Are you interested to know the answer? So let's get started. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out. Okay, which one is bigger? Red one or yellow one? Let me place it on table and show you again. Now tell me the answer. Which one is bigger? What if I say both are actually of same size? Both arcs are the part of a circle and of the same size. As we know, outer radius is greater than inner radius. Our brain is comparing outer edge to the inner edge of the another arc. That's why one is appearing bigger than the other. That creates an illusion. There are some more illusions I will be showing here. Before that, I want to show you this thing. So how's the bike? If you like the bike, click the like button. This was made by my friend. I like this very much. Go to comment section and type it's awesome. Now tell me, which circle is bigger? The left one or the right one? You may say both are of same size, but it's really hard for your brain to say that answer. Because our brains compare objects to tell the difference between big and small. In the first image, it's small and in the second, it's the bigger one. Here in the left diagram, the small circle is surrounded by big circles. And in the right one, the same circle is surrounded by small circles, but both are actually of same size. Let's see one more thing. Tell me which line is bigger, line 1 or line 2? Even this illusion comes under the same category. Both lines are similar, but line 1 looks big than line 2. For the next week, I am coming with an incredible puzzle, so get your brain steady. For more illusions and science stuff, subscribe to Infinity Explorer, like this video if you like the video, share this video to your friends, and meet you in the next week with lot more stuff. This is Ram signing off. Bye bye. Hello everyone, how are you all? This is Ram and welcome to Infinity Explorer. Have you watched 3 Idiots movie or Snehitru in Telugu or Nanban in Tamil? Whatever the movie is, but the concept is same. If you watch that movie, you definitely like this scene. Where his seniors try to rag Rancho, he pulls out 2 wires from the board and attached to a spoon and a scale, and when his senior tries to pee on the door, he places it out, and when he pees, the circuit gets complete and he gets electrocuted. So we are trying to do the same thing today. We are going to test it, is it real or not. Let's find out movie science. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video is out. Subscribe to the channel, it's free, do it right now. This is just common salt. Salt water is a good conductor of electricity. As we know, our urine contains minerals and salts that conduct electricity. But as in the movie 3 Idiots, when his senior pees, he gets electrocuted. Will it work now? Let's test it out. What we are doing now is, we are making a circuit and we are attaching a bulb here and connecting the wires to the power source. We are breaking this end. To the one end we are connecting a glass with salt water in it. To the other end we are attaching a spoon. So what we are doing now is, we are taking a glass and attaching wire to it. I am using electric tape to stick the wire to the glass and taking that glass and attaching to a wooden stick in order to maintain a safe distance from the circuit. I am adding salt to the glass of water and mixing it up to make salt water. Adding some more salt to make it stronger. Now for the other end, we are taking a spoon and attaching the wire to it. So we took a bulb and connected to a holder. These are the 2 ends of the holder. One end connected to this glass and the other end directly connected to the plug board. So one is going to the spoon and the other one to the bulb. When the circuit gets complete, the bulb should glow. Yes, the bulb is glowing. Can you see it? The circuit gets completed and the bulb is glowing. We have added water into it, that's salt water. Let's try it out. So when I pour salt water onto the spoon, the circuit should complete and the bulb should glow. Yes, the bulb is glowing. Did you guys just see that? As the water is running, the bulb is glowing out. And it's amazing. It's not a myth, it's actually working. Let me show you once again. I tried it out and it's working good, and do not try this at home. This is extremely dangerous. Crash, stop it! I've told you, Crash, not to play with electricity. Playing with electricity is extremely dangerous. Do not try this at home. We are doing with extreme care and caution. So how was the video, guys? If you like the video, click the like button. We are bringing a lot more science stuff related to movies. And don't forget to subscribe to Infinity Explorer. Meet you in the next week. This is Ram signing off. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you are doing good.
Have you seen this dinosaur following your eyes? Today we are going to make this and understand the science behind it. Before getting into this video, I want to thank all of you guys for your suggestions, for your feedback on my videos. That's helping to improve my videos. Thank you all. Keep supporting like this and I will bring better content for you. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. Why we are seeing that dinosaur is following our eyes? Because of human perception. More about science stuff later. First, let's make it. First, you need to download the templates. Links will be in the description. Take a printout of them. After printing, take the scissors and cut it out. Did you know that you can make fake eyes with diapers? If you don't know, I have made a video on that. Go check it out. Links will be in the description. You can play with that and have some fun. Be careful while cutting the edges. Make sure you cut it out very neatly. In order to make it like this, you need to fold it. You can find the dotted lines on the print. Follow it accordingly. Start with the head. Fold it very carefully along the dotted lines. The dotted lines are not visible on the camera, but they are clear on the prints. If you are done with the head part, then move to the bottom part. Fold exactly on the dotted lines. Once you have completed folding all the folds, it's time to glue them all. Apply glue to the edges of the folds and stick them. It's looking great, but the real magic happens when you really make it and experience by your own. If you are unable to see it properly, slightly blur your eyes and then watch it again. You can follow the same procedure for different animals. You can find the templates in the description box. So here we have the dragon, the mini dragon and the lazy cow. Crash! It's just a paper, it won't harm you. Why we are seeing that dinosaur is following our eyes? Because of human perception. Our brains classify objects that fit to the objects that we already know. It will take the old information and add it to the new information in order to save the space and energy. Did you know that human brain consumes 20% of the human energy and only weighs 2% of its body weight? Usually our faces are convex in nature, but this is concave. Our brain already have information that our face is convex. This is concave, but our brain thinks it convex. As humans, we can be fooled easily by optical illusions. One of the famous illusions of this type is Necker's cube. Your brain naturally wants to interpret this as a cube, even though it's actually a two-dimensional drawing on a piece of paper. Every one of us know this, as we are drawing it from our childhood. Illusions are fun, there's a lot more coming, and keep watching Infinity Explorer. Do try this at home, it will not take more than 5 minutes of your time. This is just the beginning, there's a lot more coming. This is Ram signing off, meet you in the next week. Until then, bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, how are you all? This is Ram and welcome to Infinity Explorer. I want to thank you, those who are watching right now, those who are subscribing, those who are watching my videos. I want to thank my friends who are sharing my video in social media. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank my viewers. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing and click the bell icon to get notified. Hit the like button if you like the content. So, where is the missing square? Today I am going to show you a magic trick. Sometimes it's referred as Curry's paradox or missing square. So let's see the illusion again. Let's rearrange them. I have 4 pieces that fit together to form a triangle. The weird thing is, if I rearrange this triangle, something odd will happen. There we go, it's exactly the same height and same width. Where is the missing square gone? And let's rearrange second one. How can both be same? Let's know the reason. This was first performed by Paul Curry in 1953. Curry's paradox or the missing square puzzle is an odd trick where you can seemingly change the area of a large triangle just by cutting into small shapes. Just by cutting into small pieces and rearranging them, matter can neither be destroyed or created. Where this piece gone? We can't destroy it. Paradoxes seem real, but they are not. Let's show this to Crash. Let's know the reason behind it. You can find the links for the PDF in the description box below, or you can just draw your own on a graph sheet. Make a triangle of 13 by 15 units. So cut it out. You can choose from different colors. Cut them into pieces as per the measurement. As you look closely, this is not exact hypotenuse. If you look closer, there is a bulge over hypotenuse. If you cut that out and make it into a square, and it should fit right in here in the missing part, so it will become a perfect triangle. You can demonstrate this trick as a magic and amaze your friends. Let me show you how. As usual, arrange this triangle in this manner and add an extra piece in the missing part. So tell them I'm cutting the extra piece and take it out and rearrange it. So you have got an extra piece. Magic. So you will get the whole triangle again. Voila! Do try this at home, amaze your friends and have some fun. For the next week, we are going to make this dinosaur. So stay tuned for that. Meet you in the next week. This is Ram signing off. Bye bye. Crash! Stop! There's even a better way. Use this automatic hand wash. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a cool project. Today we are going to convert normal hand wash into automatic hand wash. You can do it at home too. You just need to follow my steps and you can do it at your home. If you have any queries, please comment down in the comment box below, or you can reach me through my email iaminfinityexplorer@gmail.com. So let's get started. Before getting into this video, if you are new to this channel is all about science stuff, doing science experiments and learning science in a different way, doing crazy stuff, all science stuff. If you like the content, please hit the like button and consider subscribing and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. So what we need is a normal hand wash or hand sanitizer, and a node MCU, a servo motor and an IR sensor, and few jumper wires. You can use Arduino instead of node MCU if you don't have node MCU. The pins will be different for node MCU and Arduino. For most of the sensors, we will have 3 pins. One is signal or output, and 2 other pins are, one is for ground and one is for VCC. There will be a color coding for servo motor. The orange one is for signal and the red one is for power or VCC, and the black one or the brown one is for ground. So let's connect these 3 equipment and form a circuit. It's very simple. First take the ground pin of IR sensor and ground pin of servo motor and connect it to the ground pin of node MCU, and connect the VCC of the IR sensor and servo motor to the VCC of the node MCU. And for the signal, we are connecting servo signal terminal to the D1, and for IR sensor we are connecting signal to the D2. You can change the ports, but as per the code we are connecting it like this. You can change it however you want. I connected all the wires. So let's upload code into the node MCU. For this you need Arduino IDE. You can find the links for the code in the description box below. I explained every single line of the code. You can understand it easily and you can make your own code. You just need to copy the code and open Arduino IDE and upload it to the node MCU. It's just simple. When the code is uploaded, it will blink the blue LED. So it's uploaded. So let's open serial monitor and see if it's working or not. How this works is, when I place my hand near the IR sensor, it detects my hand, send command to the servo motor to move. Yes, it's working. Let's look into serial monitor. It is showing it's working. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Let's attach these all parts to the hand wash. So don't disturb the circuit. Take the servo motor and with the help of double tape, stick it to the hand wash. And IR sensor too. And let's check it if it's working or not again. So I'm placing my finger near the IR sensor. It is detecting and the servo is working. So to pull the pump, I have made 2 holes on the top of the pump
and passed a metal wire through it, inserted to the holes of the servo. It is very difficult to stick the servo. Use a hard glue for best results. Yeah, it's working. When you place your hand near the IR sensor, it detects and pulls the pump, so it pumps out the hand wash and you can wash your hands without even touching the hand wash. First, I tried this using a thread and attaching it to the servo, but it is not working that good, so I changed my plans to use a metal wire instead. It's working better now. Some hand washes have very smooth pumps, so I recommend you to use that one. It will be easy for the servo to pull. Do try this at home and click the like button if you like this video. Meet you in the next week. Bye bye. Hi Crash, what are you doing here? Let me try. Hello guys, how are you all? Hope you are doing good. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. I recommend you to watch this video till end. You can do this trick too. Take a plate and add some water to it. So you can take some pepper powder and sprinkle on the top of water. So apply some soap solution to your finger and keep your finger right in here. Let's keep this aside. So what happened is, when Crash put his finger, nothing happened. When I kept my finger on the ball, the pepper moved to the corners. So why? This is because of surface tension. Before we dive in to know more about surface tension, let me ask you few questions. Why droplets of water wants to stay in spherical shape? And why some insects float on water? To know the answers, we need to begin the show, so let's get started. Surface tension is the property of the surface of a liquid that allows it to resist an external force due to the cohesive nature of its molecules. This is the definition that you will find in Google when you search what is the definition of surface tension. But let's come to our way. Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen molecules. Every water molecule attracts another water molecule. This is the basic funda. So there will be a lot of attractive forces between the water molecule. We call it cohesive forces. The cohesive forces between molecules in a liquid are shared with all neighboring molecules. Those on the surface have no neighboring molecules above and thus exhibit stronger attractive forces upon their nearest neighbors on and below the surface. Surface tension could be defined as the property of the surface of a liquid that allows it to resist an external force due to the cohesive nature of water molecules. As the forces on the surface of the liquid are stronger, so any liquid tries to stay in spherical form. What about our scary water strider? Let's have a look at its feet in a micro level. So when we zoom in, we will find the water molecules formed a membrane. When we have a close look at the legs of a water strider, you can see that attraction between molecules at the surface are higher. So it lifts up the water strider and make that to float. These are just examples. There's a lot more to come. So stay tuned for my channel.
So we will perform another experiment related to surface tension. Before that, I want to ask you a question. Can humans float on water like water striders? I will give you 10 seconds to choose the option. Go to the comment section below and comment your answer there, and your time starts now. We will do one more experiment with the same concept. Surface tension board. Take a piece of paper and fold it into a form of shape. It's not looking like a ship, but it works. Place the small ship in the water and apply some soap solution to your finger, and voila, you did it again. When I try with the other hand or other finger, which I didn't apply any soap, nothing happened. When I take the finger with soap applied on it, surface tension breaks and it works again. Using the small science trick, Dettol has an advertisement. I did like the experiment. Let's have a look at it.
करम, देखना साबुन से हाथ धो के जर्म्स का क्या होता है?
हाँ।
अपनी फिंगर लाओ और सोचो कि ये जर्म्स है। जर्म्स को कुछ हुआ?
नहीं।
अब अपना फिंगर सोप पे लगाओ।
वाह मम्मा, जर्म्स भाग गए।
बिल्कुल सही। जर्म से बचने के लिए किसी भी साबुन से हाथ धोइए कम से कम 20 सेकंड तक।
डेटॉल द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
I like that Dettol using the concept of science to make advertisements. So my dear explorers, wash your hands for 20 seconds, kill germs and stay healthy. Stay home, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys had fun. Click the like button if you like it. Share your opinion in the comment box below. Bye bye. Crash! What happened? Oh, that's it. I can make ice with this. Hello everyone, my name is Ram and this is Crash. Crash is a robotic character inspired from my favorite show called FAQ. I used to watch a lot of science shows in my childhood like FAQ, Backyard Science, Science So Stupid, Brain Games and a lot more. I think you guys too watched them in your childhood. Comment down your favorite science show in the comment box below. Watch this video till end, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get started. I promised Crash that I will make ice for him. So are you guys interested to know it? So let's begin. As we all know that this is just a diaper, first let's open it. So take a knife and cut the diaper in half and open it. And you can find this material. This is the material that holds up all the water and turns it into gel. It contains super absorbent polymer, which absorbs water and turns it into gel. So when baby pees, it holds up all the water and makes the baby stay dry all the night. So let's take some material out and place it in a plate and pour some water. So I'm pouring the water in. As you see, it is absorbing all the water. You can touch it and feel the jelly nature of this substance. Let's take some more and make much more ice, fake ice. You can continue to add water until it stops absorbing. It's actually fake ice. We can call it fake snow. Did you know that these super absorbent polymers can absorb up to 100 times of its original volume? You can demonstrate this science experiment as magic. I have made a video out of it. You can go to my channel and check it out, or check the description box for the links, or click the I button in the top right corner. It's not actually ice, but it's looking like ice. You cannot eat this ice, but you can definitely play with it. Crash will definitely love it. I made a lot of snow by now. Still a lot of material left in the diaper. Till now I made a lot of snow. You can just play with it and have fun with your friends. So let's take a glass and add some material into it and add some water just to look how it's turning it into ice or fake ice. You can add some more water to it. See how crazy it's looking. You can add some more water to it. Crash, your ice is ready. Let's play. Now it's fun time. So how was the video, guys? If you like it, great. If not, come back later, I will have a better content. And don't forget to comment down your favorite show in the comment box below. And go check out my channel. Meet you in the next week. Bye bye. Hi Crash, what's that? Looks amazing. But I will tell you what it is. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. We all know that matter exists in three states, that is solid, liquid and gas. But what Crash is playing with is having both states, solid and liquid at the same time. But how can something be solid and a liquid at the same time? Yes, there are some substances which act according to the force applied on it. Yes, they are called non-Newtonian fluids. Now let's see how you can make your own non-Newtonian fluid. To make this, add 2 parts of cornstarch and 1 part of water. Mix it well with a spoon, but it is very hard to mix it with a spoon. So better use your hands to mix. Now our non-Newtonian fluid is looking great. So let's dive into the video and know about it. Let's get started. Cornstarch is a great example of non-Newtonian fluid. In this cornstarch mixture, we have water molecules and cornstarch molecules. When we apply a sudden force, it acts as a solid, but when we apply a weak force, it acts as a liquid.
When I hit this cornstarch mixture with a great force, I'm feeling like hitting it on a floor. What makes this non-Newtonian fluid interesting? Viscosity. Viscosity is the ability to flow freely, or we can say viscosity is the thickness of the fluid. Let's conduct a small experiment to know about viscosity. I have taken 3 drops of different fluids. One is water, one is oil, and another one is honey. When we place them on an inclined plane, you can observe that water is running more freely than oil or honey. Oil is the second winner and honey is still struggling to flow. I think you have got an idea about viscosity. The more the viscosity, the less it can move freely. Normal fluids like water have a consistent viscosity. Let's take water. Water has a consistent viscosity. It's a Newtonian fluid. It will continue to act as a liquid no matter how much force you applied on it. In non-Newtonian fluids, viscosity can change rapidly. When we apply a great force, viscosity increases. So I took the cornstarch mixture again, but this time I added a bit of food coloring just to make it interesting. So when I slide the spoon to the liquid, it goes in easily. But when I try to lift it with a great force, it acts as a solid. So you can lift it with a spoon. Isn't it looking amazing? Having a magic fluid acting as both solid and a liquid. Let's have some more fun with it. I've taken a flat plate and I fill it with this cornstarch mixture. So you can run on it, you can dance on it, you can walk on it. Let me show you how. You need not to worry about cornstarch mixture sticking to your body. It won't stick to your body. Whenever you are stepping on it, it will act as a solid. So you will get a feeling like you are just running on a normal floor. So how was the video, guys? Hope you guys like it. Hit the like button if you like it and subscribe to our channel for more videos. So what are you waiting for, guys? Go grab some cornstarch from your kitchen and play with your friends and have fun. Bye bye.